The Florida House approves a bill to ban social media accounts for children younger than 16.
Steve King joins us now live to explain what happens if that becomes the law, which would also force social media platforms to delete any account your child has right now. Steve?
Todd, Felicia, the Florida House of Representatives earlier this evening approved a bill that would ban social media for children under 16, but the Florida Senate still has not voted on this bill. Now, supporters say that it would protect children from the harmful effects of social media, while opponents say it would be government overreach and take decision-making out of parents' hands.
106 yeas, 13 nays, Mr. Speaker.
So the bill passes.
Under this proposed bill, kids under 16 would lose their social media account and would not be able to make a new one, and there would be no exceptions. There would also be a third-party age verification method. These restrictions would not apply to social media platforms where direct messaging is the primary function of the application. Some lawmakers spoke out on the House floor ahead of the vote.
In this bill, we're saying parents have no ability at all to make the ultimate decision. Where do we stop?
While the bill's sponsor made his case ahead of the bill passing the Florida House, speaking to what he says are social media's addictive properties.
With every autoplay, with every like, with every push notification, with the infinite scroll, they feed them a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and it keeps them hooked.
People here in Palm Beach County are also weighing in.
Anything that restricts undue influence to kids before.
I think kids are way too much on social media right now, way too much. And I think it affects the brain and your social interactions with other people. So if I had to choose, I would probably say yes, ban it.
I think it would be great as far as children being able to not be on social media, because I think it can be a little bit poisonous. I guess my only reservation is the age limit, 15. I think at that point you could probably make your own decision.
And again, the Florida House approved the bill today, but the Florida Senate still has not voted on this bill. Reporting live in Palm Beach County, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.